This phone is basically one of Xiaomi's great budget phones of the year, and if you're looking for a good budget phone at this price point, this may be it. So as you can see, the box is pretty simple. You get a 10-watt charger, which is not actually bad. Some other phones in this price range just have a standard one. And they also give you a nice jelly case, some paperwork, and of course, you have the phone right here in all of its quad camera glory. Obviously, I picked the carbon gray color. I think it looks nice, and this finish actually doesn't collect many fingerprints, which I like. And for some reason, the purple one and the green one cost $2 more than this one, which is quite interesting. So now, let's get into my first impressions. I've been using this phone for 4 days now, and so far I have no problems. It's pretty quick, it runs games smoothly with little to no lag at all. I've been playing NBA 2K20, F1 Mobile, PUBG Mobile, Gran Turismo, PSP, and all of them run at mostly 60 FPS, which is great. The fingerprint scanner on the back is fast too, although sometimes I do put my finger in the telephoto camera since they're placed very close to each other. Not a huge problem for me, but maybe you don't want that. For the cameras though, as you can see, it is rocking a quad camera setup right here, and they're pretty okay. The main camera is pretty much the one that you're going to be using a lot. It takes decent photos, it has okay dynamic range, color representation is also okay, and images are mostly sharp. For the other ones though, they're nice additions but aren't really great cameras as you probably expected from a phone at this price. The ultrawide is fine, it's noticeably softer since it's a lower resolution camera, and it's just good if you give it enough light. For the telephoto, it's also nice to have it because you can zoom in and not lose much quality in the image. I personally haven't used it as much because I'm just in the house and don't really have stuff to zoom in on. And of course, we have the bad 2 megapixel macro camera. Honestly, if you didn't know already, most smartphone manufacturers just put these low resolution macro cameras so that they can increase the number of cameras on their phone. Sometimes the main camera is actually better than this dedicated macro camera when you crop it a bit, so you get more detail and color. Now let's talk about the display. It's a huge 1080p 60Hz IPS LCD panel, and it's as sharp as you expect it to be, and overall it's pretty good for watching videos, playing games, and reading text. Next up is the speaker. This one is really one of the cuts that Xiaomi had to make in order to put all of this performance into this budget phone. Long story short, the speaker gets loud, but it's tinny and it's not that good for listening to music. But I don't really care though since I always use Bluetooth earbuds, and for video and podcasts, it's actually not bad at all. And lastly, let's talk about the battery. So when this phone came, the battery life was a bit lower than expected, but when I charge it, as a few days passed, it's actually better now than I expected. I get around 6 to 7 hours of screen on time, and when I'm doing some editing and playing games, I get around 5.5 to 6 hours, which is still great for a phone at this price. So that's my quick impressions of the phone. Right now it's looking really good and I'm looking forward to using this phone for a long time. It's large, quick, and the battery lasts long so far. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be posting my full review on the channel in about a week if I don't really have much school stuff to do. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay blue, my friends. Goodbye.